Hey Blazers, this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment, or visit the sponsor and supporters links on our website at entertheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now let's start the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party. Locked in to the hottest station on the planet.
What's going on, Blazers? We are back with another episode of Blaze Entertainment Joint Edition. We have Miss Free, Miss Free, Hope Giselle, and 50 Shades of Gay. What's up, brothers and sisters?
We food. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Over here.
Girl, not to get on this sex operator voice.
Miss Hope sounds like she ready to lay it thick.
Are you ready to do it?
Yes.
No, girl.
I was just like, oh no.
How are my peeps doing
today, girl?
How's everybody doing, ladies? Miss Free, Hope.
You know, like I told you earlier,
same
old shit,
different day.
I'm okay.
Agree. I'm a co-sign on that one.
Brother 50, what's going on? How are you?
Bitch, I'm shooken.
I'm shooken.
Why?
Oh, we're gonna get into it soon.
Okay.
Ooh, girl.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go into detail, bitch, but Miss Beyonce, Mother Beyonce is
the queen.
That bitch.
The queen.
Mi gente.
Yes.
Mi gente.
Yeah.
And that translates to my people, bitch.
Yes.
What, bitch?
Come on, Google. You better go ahead with the Google.
I didn't know how to translate that shit, but I failed Spanish. Bitch, Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. But yes, ma'am, I had listened to that girl, and I'm sitting on here. I'm sitting in here on my floor, and I don't know what to do. I'm shaking, and my anxiety is acting up, girl. I just want to throw my ass.
I cannot.
Girl. But other than that, girl, I'm living.
God is good.
Yeah, and His mercy endures forever.
Won't He do it? Won't He do it though? So this for Blazers, normally Miss Free and I handle the Blaze Entertainment podcast, but Hope Giselle and 50 Shades of Gay are joining us, and they're from the After the Blaze podcast. If you guys don't know, you should check out their podcast.
Motherfucking know, y'all
right. Yeah. So let's get into it, you know. Let's just do it. Phrase of the week, word of the week, Miss Free. What is it?
So this word came from, I guess you can say, one of the most powerful men in the world, kinda. And he is Trump's arch nemesis at the moment. And the word is Dotard. Now, when I heard this, I said, what the fuck is a Dotard? So I looked in Urban Dictionary.
Okay, Urban Dictionary.
Duh, that's where you go.
Come through.
Obviously, this is not the real definition, but it reads an aging individual who has long lost the ability to make rational sense.
Sounds about right.
Let me go to the Webster's dictionary. Hold on.
It's in Webster's. It's like legit in Webster's.
It's a legit word.
I did not know that.
The Webster's dictionary, or the Google dictionary, is an old person, especially one who has become weak or senile.
Also, yes, senile. Also accurate. So who is this arch nemesis?
Oh, Kim Jung. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Uncle Kim.
How do you say his name?
Kim
Jung.
Kim Jong-un.
Okay, there you go. Well, you know, I just try to keep my mind peaceful. You know, I don't want trying to deal with that stuff. So
we'll get there.
But you know, that was a good word to use.
Yes, that's a Dotard.
I'm gonna start using that on a daily basis.
Right.
Yes.
Dotard, bitch. If you don't get out of my face, you stupid ass Dotard. She's gonna look at me like, bitch, what?
What's our dough
Why is
time?
that you a man?
Bitch, Google it. It's a real word.
So that's a great phrase of the week. So my highlight of the week, I actually want to highlight Hope Giselle. Normally I highlight a podcast, but I do want to highlight Hope Giselle because what I do.
That's my co-host.
Even
That's my co-host.
that's right. Even though she was blocked, we're not gonna name the haters, but they out there. They always trying to bring down a queen. Okay. But I definitely want you guys, if you guys have not, definitely check out her Facebook channel and her videos because she speaks truth. Okay.
Yes, bitch.
If I call her my vocal twin because if you guys think that my vent sessions are crazy, Hope Giselle / Hope Disguised, the queen of angry. She is a rival when it comes to venting and getting the truth out there. I would like to highlight one of her most recent videos that has not been blocked, where she is speaking of out of the woodwork ass niggas. And when I tell you that I literally was in my office working overtime and dying,
Kwame.
and people walk past and ask me questions of why you laughing, I just said, just watch this video. Just go to Hope Giselle and get your life. And people got their life. So definitely check out Miss Hope Giselle because she
Can you run that title back one more time, please?
out
What's
of the
title video?
woodwork ass niggas.
I felt that on a spiritual level.
Ooh, Lord, yes.
Missionary Giselle. Hope
Yes.
Giselle. That's your name.
Yes.
Missionary.
I had to highlight her. And I highlighted her, I highlighted Miss Hope. I'm talking in third person like she's not here. I highlighted you, Hope, a couple of weeks ago, but I had to do it again because your videos give me life. And when I'm stressed out and angry, I also need to get some venting out. But when I can't speak, Hope speaks for me. So
Yes.
Mouthpiece, bitch. Mouthpiece.
Yes. So definitely go ahead and check it out. And also, if you guys, for you ladies and lady boys out there who want to get your life when it comes to makeup tips, go ahead and check out Miss Hope Giselle because she knows how to dust and knows how to get and beat that face. Okay?
She'll teach you how to blend your makeup correctly, bitch.
Girl. Oh, and
Speaking of,
can we talk? Speaking of, let's go right into the shout outs. Okay. Speaking of, can we give another round of applause to the queen, the boss that is Rihanna? Okay.
the love of my life.
Love of her life. When I tell you that Miss Free is strictly dickly, but she will go straight lesbian.
I love Rihanna.
For Rihanna.
Y'all want to know why I love Rihanna so much?
Tell me, brother.
I love Rihanna so much because both of us got some big ass foreheads. Team big forehead, no. Team big forehead. You gotta represent where you can represent, and that's my bitch.
I'm done
Team
with
big
you.
Forehead.
I can't stand you, 50.
I said this bitch is so fucking rude.
She just came out. Did you guys? Oh, I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen the leak to her winter collection?
First of all, that winter collection is going to be everything and then some.
I
But
know.
I will have to say this. This is my only, I guess, critique about it. It looks low key like an Urban Decay winter collection. It does.
It kind of, but I'm still gonna get it.
But the product.
It looks like a Vita. But that's the thing. Urban Decay has bomb ass product. Urban Decay has never really especially when it comes to shadows. That shadow palette is sickening. But it looks like another Vice palette to me. So
Gotcha.
that's the only thing that I will say. But I can't wait for it because I was happy that she released like three new butter glosses and 2 new lip glosses that actually had tints and color to them. And then, of course, the palette, plus a couple of other lip products that I couldn't wait for. Because I know that was one of the things, like, I agree with Jackie. I know when she did her review on Fenty Beauty, was that I was waiting on, like, a bomb-ass red lip. And, like, a bunch of gold,
like a bomb matte red.
Right. I was waiting for it. And, like, I like the skin focus. Like, I'm all about the skin focus. But I'm more of a shadow girl. Like, I got my skin products. Like, you ain't gonna get me out of my MAC Studio Fix mixed with a little bit of face and body. Like, you're not gonna get me out of that. But I need some bomb shadows to play with because MAC be tripping on those. So, like, I was really happy to see that she did that. And I was happy to see that there was a red lip. Now, I'm not sure if it's matte, but I'm happy that it's somewhere closer to what I was thinking. So
we got to get Hope out here.
I'm a buyer.
So she could dust your face and dust my face just because.
but on the same subject as the same subject of Rihanna, did y'all see her response to Makeup Forever official shade?
Yes.
Brett,
When I tell you I live.
Oh, we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Yeah,
That's the Petty World News. We gonna get there, brother.
We gonna return back to
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
that's a
Maybe
definite
not skip the
conversation.
motherfucking gate. Okay. All right. I must have looked over there.
No.
So Donald Glover and Lena, oh my God, Waithe,
Yes.
make history at the Emmys.
History.
2017 Emmys.
History.
Donald Glover took home his very first Emmy. Shout out to him for outstanding outstanding director for a comedy series. So shout out goes for you.
Yes. And
Lena Waithe.
Lena
was the first ever Black woman to win an Emmy Award for outstanding writer for a comedy series.
And
with her lesbian ass.
Yes.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? She is a fine butch queen. Let me tell you something.
That was a good night. Oh, and shout out goes to Issa Rae.
Oh, Issa.
Or just wanted to support everybody Black.
Right.
Amen.
Black.
Oh,
Let me tell you
Everybody
something.
Black.
Let me tell you something. There was no other reason for anybody to come for Issa, because honestly, that was the only reason I tuned the fuck in. Okay, like she spoke the truth.
I'm rooting for everybody Black.
I mean, I am.
And she said it so unapologetically.
And she didn't. There was no reason for her to. No reason for her to apologize for nothing. It's literally, Issa was all of us. Okay.
Exactly.
Because that's a white ass award show. Anyway, I also want to give this last shout out before we go into our Petty World News to my sister-in-law, my sister from another mister, Joy Corbett. She is the excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, you guys, so I apologize. She is a senior academic advisor and counselor for Stony Brook, New York's Educational Opportunity Program. And the New York Daily News did an article on her and the program, and they were able to get 2 young Stony Brook students who beat the odds stacked up against them during foster care. They were foster students who were having issues trying to get to school, and a lot of foster students in the system in New York, literally almost anywhere, but specifically in New York, a lot of them have issues trying to get support to get to school. And so my sister's program, she's been with Stony Brook for good Lord, has to be over 10 years, because I know she was still working with Stony Brook when she married my brother, which has been over 10 years. So they're doing great work. So, and I know one of her quotes was, ACS was not really created to get kids through college, and universities were not built to educate foster students. Says Dorothy Corbett, a senior academic advisor and counselor with Stony Brook's Educational Opportunity Program, which both students are in, and said that there's no precedent. We're truly paving the way. And Corbett said Stony Brook has served many foster youth students through EOP, which helps disadvantaged youth get education opportunities. So another Black woman out there doing the damn thing. Gotta shout them out. It's not only just about celebrities. It's about the ones that are out there doing the work really every day without unapologetically asking for anything. Just doing it because it just needs to be done. So shout out to these Black queens out there. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to everybody on this panel that's doing the damn thing in our own way. So yes. That's all I got.
Work out.
Give it up for diversity. So,
Black as fuck.
yes.
Quick shout out to Cardi B for getting the #1 spot. in
Oh,
her
we
game.
gonna get to that.
Hello,
Taylor Swift.
bitch. You can't fuck with
Me, if you
If
want
you
to.
wanted to.
This the #1 bitch. Me keep up with who?
And with that, we will take a quick break and we'll be back with Fenty World News. What's up, Blazers? Check out the 5 Fruit Face Wash from our sponsor, Zerian Skin Science. Made with 5 different fruit extracts, this gently exfoliating cleanser is perfect for all skin types. Jojoba beads, pineapple, and papaya extracts help get rid of dead skin that keeps you from looking your best. Mango, watermelon, and strawberry extracts do their part too, moisturizing and nourishing your skin. I use this product and notice an immediate difference in my skin's texture and clarity. Visit colorsthatgoboom.com and use offer code BLAZEATOMIC. And we're black with the Petty World News. I got my sister Hope and my sister Miss Free and my brother 50, and we are getting ready to do the damn thing.
Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I'm pet slave, trickle, you get eliminated.
50, you wanna start us off with the Petty World News?
I sure fucking will. So, as we all know, a few weeks ago, Miss Rihanna Fenty herself released her beauty line, Fenty Beauty, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, a week after releasing her inclusive beauty line, Makeup Forever. Are y'all familiar with Makeup Forever? Free?
Yes.
I sure am. I sure am.
I
Y'all
know
didn't answer how I wanted y'all to answer.
Primer
Y'all
on
didn't pay
fleek.
attention.
that.
So, anyways, Makeup Forever took to their Instagram to post a picture of their various foundations, and the caption read, and I quote, 40 Shades is nothing new to us. Since 2015, the Ultra HD Foundation released 40 Shades for everyone's unique skin tone, understanding the difference between red and yellow undertones with expertise, time, and passion. We shall continue to develop and improve our products for pros, for you, for everyone. Hashtag Makeup Forever. Hashtag MOTD. Hashtag LOTD. And the hashtags go on. But Miss Rihanna Fenty commented, bitches, she did not have to give them an entire dissertation. She left 2 comments. The first comment read, and I quote, LOL, period, still ashy. The second comment, and I quote, shook. Bitch.
I can't stand her.
but look, she stole me with that still ashy. The still ashy comment, I was fucking done.
But where's the lie though?
There is no lie, because bitch, I got some motherfucking makeup, some Makeup Forever in my makeup kit, and I'm not a makeup artist by trade. I will not say that, but I've used it on some faces, and let me tell you something. Guess how many times I used it? Once. And bitch, after I put it on her face, I wiped it off easily.
So, because I am a makeup artist by trade, I have to give my professional opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna told no motherfucking lies, nowhere in the motherfucking state of her state, that state, any of the state times the state of Barbados. Because, like, first of all, y'all got 40, but you know what? I'm gonna do you one better, okay? Because I can't remember what celebrity made the statement, but it's not about the fact that you've had 40 shades. It's about the fact that nobody knew you had 40 shades.
Right.
Okay. So it's like, if you guys are gonna sit around and try to throw shade at somebody for showcasing the fact that their line is all inclusive to all skin tones, bitch, y'all have had those 40 shades for the last 15 motherfucking years. But guess what? Nobody knew about them.
Right.
And then the couple of shades that you do have for black women make us look like we motherfucking trying to play vampire on all of the Halloween. Like, the shit that blows me with them bubblegum chewing bitches over there and Makeup Forever is that they want to sit in their chairs and be like, oh, white people created this first, because that's what it's really about. It's about a black woman coming and a black woman doing it, and not only did she do it, but she did it correctly and effectively.
Well,
people like it. You know what I'm saying? And so now you white bitches want to be like, I mean, but we've been down with the black people. Black power, fist in the air, bullshit, 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 hashtags on fleek. But y'all motherfuckers haven't been with us, like, in the storm, because if you had been with us, we wouldn't still be ashy.
Say that.
Like, I'm done
But
with
you know,
that.
Or too damn orange.
Wait,
Right.
Before we go to the next one, the gag is like I never do anything about Makeup Forever. When I first discovered Makeup Forever, I discovered them because they were in my little complex where I work. These hoes were going around from door to door trying to sell their product. That's the only way I knew about them. Do you think Fenty Beauty has to do that?
Nope.
Do you think MAC has to do that? Do you think NYX has to do that?
No.
Exactly. Do you think Sephora has to do that? Do you think Sephora has to know that? So that speaks volumes on how irrelevant Makeup Forever is, and that's all I have.
And before we go into the next thing, and me and Miss Free talked about this in a couple of episodes ago, where when Fenty Beauty first came out, or when they launched it, and one of the issues that I have with these makeup companies now that they're seeing that Fenty Beauty is the first, to my knowledge, and I'm like I said, like 50 said, I'm not a makeup guru or a makeup artist by trade. I am just I'm just looking at observation at the industry, and to my knowledge, Fenty Beauty is the first company that catered and focused to women of color. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so where the frustration comes in is that yes, you may have had these products, but you didn't cater to those to people, to women of color, specifically Black women. And even though you had those products, when complaints started coming up and saying, hey, this is making me ashy, this is making me lighter, or this is not conducive to my skin tone, or this is making I have warmer undertones, or you're not really focusing on the things that are happening with women of color, specifically darker skinned women who have different types of shades and different types of undertones, and you're not catering to them. So yes, you may have had those products, or you may have had basic ass products that they could have worn, but it's not focused towards them. So why would a consumer, especially a consumer of color, would want to focus on a company or even go purchase something from a company that is not focused on them, it's not catering to them? So bloop.
Right.
bloop, bloop,
Yeah,
bloop,
how
bloop,
together Makeup Forever.
Right. Miss Free?
They do too much, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna stop roasting.
Y'all took all the comments right out of my mouth. I don't have much to say about it no more. I'm done.
I'm done.
Anyway, so a fighter. Now, this was my vent, like, last episode.
Yeah, the last one that really released.
And whoever, I don't know if anybody thought I was overacting, but this is why I felt the way I felt. A firefighter from Ohio, I believe, says that saving one dog is more important than 1 million Black people.
Bitch. Excuse me?
If y'all can see Miss
So
Free,
that is why when I saw that person post, the people need to be charged felonies for leaving their dogs and shit behind during the hurricane, I felt some type of way about it. It triggered me. I was like, oh, so we with that racist bullshit right now. Like, why are you putting a dog's life above a human's life? Right. And it just triggered me to something like this. So he's suspended. I don't know if he's fired, but he's been suspended.
They're not gonna suspend him. They're gonna give him paid leave, like they always do.
And that sickens me because he's like, if I was stuck in a fire, he's not gonna go for me. Right. I'll be the last person he saved, and then by then it's too late. So fucking fire his ass. I'm over it. I'm over y'all niggas who think that animal lives are more important than Black lives. I'm so tired of y'all. Tired of y'all, and that really says something.
Right. It does. It does. Amen to that.
And he's not the only person that thinks this. So.
Lord, my nerves.
Child. Miss Hope.
Y'all ain't finna work me tonight.
I done already been worked. Shit.
Y'all ain't about to work me tonight. That threw me for, like, okay, wait. So you mean to tell me? But you know what? I really hate this eye for an eye bullshit, but I feel like that's the only way they're gonna get it. Because the next time I'm walking by and I see a little white bitch getting snatched up in a well somewhere, her ass gonna go down that motherfucker this time, bitch. Like, I don't have time. She gonna go right down that well. Little Cindy Lou Who is gonna die that day, bitch. I ain't got time.
Cindy Lou Who.
I hate you.
All right.
So Cardi B dethrones Taylor Swift on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. That in and of itself is an accomplishment and a feat and an award that should be given to Cardi B, because anybody that dethrones Taylor Swift is A-okay in my book. But Miss Hope, let's talk about. Right, I'm sorry. Let's talk about the harsh criticism that that Cardi B has been getting regarding her success.
So first of all, first and foremost, you guys know comparison and contrast is always going to become a thing when a black girl and a white girl and a Puerto Rican girl or any girl of color hits it to the top, right? And so basically, the second that this news came out, everybody named Mama was like, "Oh, a stripper though, but she a stripper though, and it ain't gonna last though, and Nicki Minaj though." And girl. I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Nicki fan, bitch. I sit front row at all the concerts, but it's like, I feel like out of all the things and out of all the people right now, the only bitch I can see deserving this and deserving to revel in it is Cardi.
Right.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
Lil Mama take care of her family still. That bitch got a bag and fix her. The funny thing about this, and like people make fun of the lyrics, and it's funny or whatever the case may be, but that bitch is telling a whole story, and the story ain't, it's not full of bullshit. It's not eat my pussy, lick my ass, and you know. It's about life, and that bitch is spitting shit about fucking life. I gotta bag and fix my teeth. I gotta take care of my mama. My family gotta eat. Like, this bitch's life, and to make money off of telling your life story because bitches relate to that is commendable to me. Like, any bitch that can make money off telling her life story and motherfuckers can relate to that, I commend you 110%. That's why people like Nicki from the beginning, because old Nicki told the truth. New Nicki is out here making money for the white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well.
And I really feel like people need to get off of Cardi's ass and stop trying to compare her to Nicki, because while they are both great artists, and I'm not taking that away from Nicki, because like I said, I'm a Barbie all day. I really feel like Cardi deserves every motherfucking bit of the love and the glory and everything. All the Puerto Rican Day flies she finna get, and all of that bullshit, bitch. The chocolate that she finna get for free, all of that shit that she finna get. Like, I think that she deserves it. Lil Mama is out here working her ass off, and like, it bothers me that people always want to bring up that, oh, she was a stripper bullshit. What does being a stripper have anything to do with it? Because y'all motherfuckers was rooting for Jessica Dime's whack ass. She was on that fucking Love and Hip Hop bullshit, and she was a great poet stripper. And bitch, I'm the first motherfucker to get stingy with my kitty cat when Josh Banks' song come on, and nobody said anything about that shit. But like, she actually makes it, and people want to. I'm done. I'm not gonna rant on y'all because I'll be on that shit all night. I'm gonna get on late night for Hope later.
I hear you, sis. 50.
You know, I don't have much to say, but it's frustrating to me that they won't allow her to be successful in where she is in her career, and it's even more frustrating that they just immediately went to comparing her to Nicki Minaj, and I'm like, Nicki Minaj is at the peak of her career. Like Hope said, when she first came out, she had relatable lyrics. Right now, she's trying to appease the white people. So at this point, where Nicki Minaj is in her career and where Cardi B is in her career, you can't compare the two.
Right.
They're incomparable. And it's so frustrating that when one artist that another doesn't, an individual doesn't favor is successful, they automatically want to go into comparisons. And I'm like, they're in two different lanes. Like, you can't compare them. It's like comparing oranges to apples. You can't do it.
Agreed.
So why can't we just allow these artists to bask in their success and just stop the fucking comparison?
Right.
And it's not the artist, it's the motherfucking fans. Like, girl, sit down. Nicki Minaj she's where she needs to be in her career. The bitch got her money, she got her teeth fixed, she got her nose fixed, she got her ass, all that shit. No shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. Let Cardi B do the same.
Right.
Nicki
Amen.
Minaj just hung up her fucking colorful ass wigs and shit. Let Cardi B do the same.
Right.
Miss Free, you got anything?
That's all I got to say.
No, I love Cardi B. I met her. She wasn't in the mood to talk to nobody, but you know, I understand that.
Yeah.
But you know, I love Cardi B. She's small.
Mm-hmm.
Like, meeting her in person was like, dang, you're really little, but she has this huge ass personality.
Miss Free, you're actually really tall though.
I am tall, but like she's small.
Oh, like in
she's-
frame and stuff?
Yeah, in frame. Like she's
real petite.
Yeah, petite.
That
There you
ass
go.
fat.
Petite.
Yeah. Petite. I think I definitely concur with my other co-host here. My issue with not just the whole Cardi B Nicki Minaj comparison thing. This happens to I see it happening more in black communities than I do in you don't ever hear Britney Spears getting compared to Madonna or Britney Spears getting compared to, and if they are compared to something, they're looked at as like, oh, they're the next Madonna, or like Lady Gaga is the next Madonna, you know what I'm saying, or Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera are like the the next up and coming whatever, you know what I'm saying, even though Christina Aguilera kind of transitions back and forth between the black side and the white side sometimes because she's mixed, but the bottom line is that you don't ever hear
Mixed with what?
she's Ecuadorian, but you don't ever hear, and I think her father's black. I digress. But
Christina Aguilera.
yes, but you don't ever hear any of that happening in white spaces, you know what I'm saying? And so you always hear like, oh, well, Beyonce's better than Rihanna, or Rihanna can't ever get compared to Beyonce. They're individual. First of all, Beyonce has a bigger vocal range than Rihanna. Rihanna has they have different spaces, you know what I'm saying? They're completely two completely different artists.
Someone said like Beyonce and Rihanna, like Rihanna is the antithesis of Beyonce, and that's why she's so successful.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I can concur with that. Yeah. But that's my thing. There's never like, Beyonce and Rihanna are doing the damn thing. It's always like, oh, Beyonce can never be Rihanna, or Rihanna can never be Beyonce, or, and I'm just throwing out those two examples, but it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened with Nicki Minaj and now Cardi B. It happened with, Remy Ma and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. It happened with Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj. It can never be a situation where we just can be proud and happy that these women are doing the black ass damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And it really frustrates me because it's not necessarily outside influences that are coming, like where it's like white people are saying that. It's usually coming and stemming from our own community, which is a problem, because we can't ever just look at our queens and say, you know what, our queens are doing the damn thing. They're dominating the industry. Our queens are coming out and representing it and taking over and doing what these artists should be doing in music spaces. It's always a fucking issue. There's always has to be a comparison. There always has to be, oh, well, this person is better than this. And there's never like, oh, well, Cardi B is doing good for what she's doing right now. You don't know if Cardi B doesn't, wants to stop after a year from now. She's having fun. She's doing what she wants to do. She broke out of the Love and Hip Hop box and was the only one to do so. And is now the number one charting female artist out there. What name another Love and Hip Hop thought that came out there and did that? Not one. You know what I'm saying? So it's really frustrating. And this whole bringing up her stripper thing, name what another female artist that has now, or name any other successful doctor or or lawyer who didn't strip during the goddamn during their college days to make ends meet, because nobody was giving us a goddamn scholarship. You know what I'm saying? So it's really frustrating when people, come to the situation and they start attacking Cardi B for what she's doing and the success that she's making. So, it's sad. We need to do better.
Well, shout out goes to her. I love me some Cardi, so. Yeah.
I live for Cardi B.
All right.
Do you want to do the last one? You good?
What is the next subject?
Playboy founder.
Oh, Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner passed away.
Y'all.
Yes.
I literally thought he was gonna live forever. Like in my heart and soul, I say he's gonna be the one to live.
Like just not die.
Right.
So, Betty White gonna outlive him.
Possibly. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
But she smoked a lot of weed though, so that's probably why.
So rest in peace to Hugh Hefner.
Yes. Anything else, anybody? We got anything else?
Can I say something about the Hugh Hefner situation?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. So I'm the type of person, like, I just got on Facebook last night, and y'all probably seen my video will be like talking about it. You probably did. But like everybody was memorializing Hugh Hefner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I was looking at the post, and I'm like, usually when somebody has done something impactful for me, I would be like, R.I.P. Hugh Hefner, you will be missed, rest in heaven, hooray, hoorah.
Mm-hmm.
But Hugh Hefner has never done anything. Like, I feel like he's never done anything impactful for me, because Playboy Bunny, but when I was a teenager, I wasn't sneaking looking at Playboy Bunny. I was sneaking looking at Queer as Folk on HBO.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, all these people are just like fake memorializing him on Facebook, and I know we do it because, it's a platform that we have. But all these random people, I'm like, I really don't want people to do that whenever I die. Because you didn't live for me whenever I was living. I don't need just to be fake memorializing me whenever I die.
And I feel you on that. But one of the things that I will say, like, I don't just RIP everyone. And I don't think
people do.
This is true. Especially when they don't know the history behind them. And I think that your feelings on that is very valid because you don't know a lot of the stuff that he did. He was one of the first people, one of the first openly out people to go out and support Roe versus Wade. And also he has Roe versus Wade, and also to support a lot of the LGBTQ. He was a huge donor in I believe it was, I forget the gay organization it was. Oh my God. What LGBTQ I'll have to look it up, but he has been a huge advocate, and I'm going to say advocate. He has been a huge supporter because advocates are actually vocally out there, but he's been a huge supporter for LGBTQ equality and especially marriage equality. So, I mean, a lot of people have issues with him.
That's the thing. Like last night, whenever I seen like everybody post everything, I guess I didn't read further into it. Like I didn't see any of that, but if I would have seen that, I would be like, okay.
But that's the thing, and I don't think that's any fault of your own because he wasn't really public about it, and I didn't really like until I started getting more into kind of advocating and activism. I didn't even know about Hugh Hefner, so it literally, honestly, to be quite honest with you, it was just a few. Probably months ago that I found out that he was a huge supporter of I'm really careful about using the word advocate because if you're not vocally out there speaking on it, then I don't really consider you then you're not an advocate. So he was a huge supporter of it, and he was very supportive of marriage equality and a lot of he was a huge donor for a lot of different LGBTQ centers and programs and things. But the thing is that that's why I kind of respect him because of the fact that he was really quiet about it. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have to go out and say a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to, he didn't have to vocalize it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Anyway, I think that is.
Oh, quick!
You learned me something new.
Quick shout out! I forgot. Representative Al Green is telling Black people to stop going to the White House until Trump apologizes. So that's all I had to say.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Listen. All right. Well, we'll be back with a quick.
Talk about him.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the vent session. Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a progressive moving platform to give a voice to those who feel don't have one. Social injustice, equality concerns, and more are just a few reasons why PMN is needed. For more information about Pyro Media Network, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.
And we're back with the vent session. Hope had to leave because of scheduling conflicts, but we'll hear more from her later.
Yes. we'll close this out.
So it's just going to be Kwame and 50 with their vent because, per usual, I don't have much to say unless I really feel like, it moved me some kind of way. So Go ahead, y'all.
I'm going to let you go first, 50.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I know y'all probably tired of us talking about Cardi B or not, but this bitch, Azealia Banks, also known as Azealia Banks, I'm so fucking, excuse my language, sick and tired of her. It's like every time someone succeeds in their lane, and I put emphasis on their lane, Azealia Banks always has something negative to say about it. Bitch, when you come from the queen, the mother, Beyonce, her fucking self, you have a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
So after, everybody learned of Cardi B's success, Azealia Banks decided to take to Twitter to rant about why she felt like Cardi B was not worthy of her success. Now, she had an entire list of rants that she, tweeted about Cardi B, but one that really rubbed me the wrong way was this particular tweet, and I quote, "She's purposefully strayed away from political discourse her entire career to make sure she didn't alienate white people." She also continued, "And now that black women's suffering is a national conversation, she wants to hop on it and make our suffering trendy." So this is what she said about Beyonce. I'm sorry. This is what she said about Beyonce. So She proceeded to say she needs to stay under Jay-Z's foot where she belongs and stay out of the creative woman's way. Now, this is when Beyonce released Lemonade. This is what she had to say about Beyonce, not about Cardi B.
This bitch is so corny.
Right. But the shit that she had to say about Cardi B, I really did not even want to regurgitate what she had to say because it read jealousy. And I'm like, I don't understand why she thrives off of, trying to tear down other successful artists. Like, bitch, you can be in the lane that they're in. You can be as successful as these artists if you shut your fucking mouth, delete your fucking Twitter app, and work on your career.
Come on.
I'll be honest, Azealia Banks, she has potential, but it's her mouth that gets her in trouble.
Right.
It's like she has something to say about every successful artist out there. Every artist. She reminds me of Kaya, to be honest. And I'm like, bitch, I don't know what Roach Motel you escaped from.
Stop!
You need to go back. You need to go back and figure your career out. And then maybe somebody will take you under the wing and teach you how to fill a motherfucking stadium. But until you can fill a stadium, bitch, you continue filling motherfucking elementary school classrooms and doing whatever you do on that single mic and leave everybody else alone. I'm sick of Azealia. I'm sick of her.
Yeah, I don't know her.
I don't speak of her anymore. I've been done with her. I've been done with her for a long time.
That's only because she, out of the 7 deadly sins, she's envy. And you get sick of that hoe.
I think Azealia Banks would be, I think she would be able to destroy the game if she wasn't such a fucking bitch. She is just, she just always has something to say. She needs tremendous PR training, but it's not even just PR training that she needs. She definitely needs to have some type of maturity when it comes to social media. Social media is not for everyone. Not everybody needs to have a Twitter account or a way for them to talk, because I feel like she has I feel like the reason why she says certain things makes sense for the movement, but she takes it to a whole nother left field or right field. It's just, where are you going with it? You know what I'm saying? And the way she goes about it, it's not conducive to the movement. It's not uplifting for anyone. It's it's just draining and it's exhausting.
Right. And honestly, I feel like Azealia Banks, I feel like she's a fake activist, and she uses activism. She uses activism to cover up the fact that she's just this jealous ass artist mad because everybody is surpassing her in success. Like, if you're gonna be an activist, just be an activist.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's my take on it, and I don't want to talk anymore about Azealia Banks because she makes my stomach hurt.
Well, I wanted to. Are you all good, brother?
I'm done.
Okay, I wanted to talk about. Here, okay, so here's my thing. I'm at a point with life where I have tried my best to ignore. I've tried my best to ignore the stupidity that comes from the Trump base, and I think that is my best way to kind of live somewhat in some type of normalcy in an everyday life. I am very fortunate, Miss Free and I are very fortunate to live in a blue state. However, I think people have this and to also live in a progressive city. But I think a lot of people think that because we do live in a blue state, that the entire state is blue. That there's nobody here that is, Trump supporters. That there's nobody here that thinks in a far right way.
Oh no, there's some Nazis.
Right, they're everywhere, girl. And so, but my point is that I have a huge issue because I was boycotting the NFL, and it was a lot easier for me because I'm not a big NFL football player watch type person. I do watch the uniforms because
I watched the Super Bowl.
The men. Anyway, so I digress. but I do have an affinity for the entertainment that comes out of football and sports, but I'm not a huge sports fan. I do think that a lot it is the responsibility of celebrities and people who have huge platforms to speak on issues that they're passionate about. And I commend Colin Kaepernick for doing what he did, and also those have kind of consistently stood or kneeled before him or next to him. My issue with the whole take a knee stand and people who are having issues with it is that the focus of it is so much on people thinking that it's disrespecting the military, that it's disrespecting the flag. And my problem is that you're so busy worrying about the disrespect of a piece of cloth. You're so busy worrying about the disrespect of military, who I am prior service myself. And me personally, I don't feel comfortable burning a flag. I don't feel comfortable not rendering service to a flag. Like if I was in uniform, then I'm going to render honors to the flag because that's what as a soldier, what I was trained and indoctrinated to do. And so for me personally, I still would take a knee because I'm not in uniform anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I do understand, and I'm a lot more aware and woke from these years of growth and learning and understanding our community. But my problem is that the focus needs to be taken off of military and the focus needs to be taken off of the flag, because military fought for the right. I myself fought for the right for people to protest, fought for the right to speak against things and injustices that they feel that they need to speak on, and so it really frustrates me that the focus is taken away from them when you're not looking at the fact of why people are kneeling, why people are marching in the streets, why people are having rallies, why Black Lives Matter was established in the first place. You're not understanding the reasoning behind it, and it's really fucking exhausting. It's really fucking stressful why we're at a situation and a point right now where you can't look at why our people, Black people, people of color are kneeling, why people of color and other advocates and excuse me, not advocates, supporters of the movement are kneeling and taking a stand against this disrespect that this administration is pushing and this base is pushing. And what's really frustrating is that had President Obama, had President Clinton, had even President Bush called anybody a son of a bitch, any American citizen, a son of a bitch, they would have been impeached. They would have had all hell risen against them. And you have this orange ass monkey who can't wipe his ass to come in here and disrespect another American citizen who can produce goddamn his birth certificate and social security card, who pays his goddamn taxes, who deserves and has the right to say what the fuck he wants to say with using his platform. When Trump has said up until this point anything that he fucking wants to say, and it really pisses me off and pushes my buttons when you have people who think that that's okay, that's a normal thing. You calling Colin Kaepernick a son of a bitch is just as much, I take offense to that, as if you called me a son of a bitch. The president of the United States called Colin Kaepernick a son of a bitch. What the fuck? Where is the mentality behind that, just in that of itself? Let's take a minute to step back and not even look at the fact that we're going to use this, oh, well, these people are disrespecting the flag and these people are disrespecting, the military. Let's take away that false narrative for a second and just look at that key piece. You are the leader of the free world. You are supposed to be the leader and the representative of the United States of America. How dare you talk about your own countrymen? How dare you disrespect one of your own that we pay your fucking white orange hats to serve and protect? How dare you dotard, orange, shit-stained, old fat-ass man? What is wrong with you? And for anybody to sit there and support that, it boggles my mind. I'm not even... To be quite honest with you, I've gotten past the point of tears. I've gotten past the point of anger. I'm at a point of just sheer bewilderment, because there's honestly, now you supporting this mess is a choice. You supporting this mess, you are blindly, not even blindly, you are willingly to tell me that you supporting this man, you are letting me know what type of person you are at this point in time. And in the beginning, I could possibly give you leeway if you're a Republican or a conservative, because I get it. People have conservative views. People have political views that are different. That doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. There are not everybody that's a Republican inside of the Republican party is a bad person. They just have different views on how to handle stuff. That is the difference between a Democrat and a Republican. The goal is to protect the United States of America and to keep the interests of the United States of America at the forefront. They just have different ideas on how to do that, and that's fine. You want to have different, that's why we have a Congress, so they can hash that out, and that's what we pay them for. But for you to be the leader of the free world and to completely disrespect a countryman that you are there to serve, you are the leader of that person, and how dare you be a representation as the entire world watches you. You are one of the most powerful, or supposed to be one of the most powerful people in the world when you take that seat. That office rules the world. How dare you, when everybody is looking at you, and other countries' leaders, other countries, other people all over the world are looking at you, calling one of your own countrymen a son of a bitch, because you are telling them that even though they have the right to do that it's not allowed and it's not okay. That doesn't make sense to me. That in and of itself is not okay, because you don't want us to go out there and protest. You don't want us to march because you call it or rally because you call it a riot, or you call it, being too loud. We can't take a seat. We can't kneel. You just want us to stay quiet and shut up. And let me tell you something, it's not going to happen, because this is I have hope that in the next maybe 10 years, by the time I have children in my lifetime, that I hope that we have a better world, because we are at a point that I personally have not seen a country more divided. I don't know about my parents' generation, or even my parents' generation, and the time and the state of the country at that time. I know it was really bad, and I know that we are in a position of privilege compared to that, because we don't have police coming out, dragging us out, it just being blatantly racist. You know what I'm saying? They have to hide and do it in a more bleak or sneaky way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, excuse me. At the same time, I understand that we are in a position of privilege as I am able to go to schools with other with white people. I'm able to go to restaurants with white people. I'm able to possibly date a white person if I may choose. We have a lot more privileges than we did with our parents' generation or our parents' parents' generation. But let me tell you something. Just because we have these privileges does not mean that racism has been abolished. Does not mean that racism is a race.
In the back.
Okay?
Say it louder.
Racism has not been abolished. Okay? It has definitely, we have rules and regulations and things to protect our rights, to quote unquote, but it's not being enforced. And when you have an administration and you have an orange monkey who doesn't have any type of maturity or understanding of the power that he wields, and is getting into fights with North Korea and getting into fights with different countries and shacking it up with one of our enemies of the free world. I don't understand. And being blatantly racist and comparing neo-Nazis and KKK members to people on the left, regardless of how extreme lefters, some of these extreme lefters are, there is no comparison to blatant racism. You cannot sit there and say that there's issues on both sides. There is people who believe in the promise and the goals of the Americas, and then there's assholes and racists and neo-Nazis and KKK members who are specifically out there to bring people of color, specifically black people, down. How dare you? I don't understand why there's still some people out there. Now people are starting to become, well, that's just Trump. You're normalizing it. And for you to sit there and make it seem like, oh, it's just the way he is. Y'all didn't say that about Obama. Y'all had all types of issues with Obama, and Obama was actually trying to make things better for our country. It was actually going across the congressional divide and speaking and working with Republicans to make bills go through and try to work to better the entirety of America. So don't sit there and make it seem you have every other week. President Twitter Fingers is out there going here cursing out some damn Democrat or cursing out his own damn party. That doesn't make any sense. There's a level of division, and it starts from the top down. And you guys need to sit there and figure it out. When I say you guys, I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about the Trump base, because the Trump base is hopeless. I have no reason to talk to them. I know they're for sure not listening, because I think Miss Free and I and Hope and 50 have made it quite clear that we don't want you to listen to us. We don't, because you can't handle the goddamn truth. I'm not talking to the Trump base. Who I'm talking to is those fencers, those people down on the fence, those people who are constantly sitting there trying to rationalize and normalize this asshole in chief. And it really bothers me, because he is blatantly being racist. He is blatantly inciting fear and anxiety amongst people of color, amongst the LGBTQ community, amongst immigrants. People, I can't even deal. I don't understand how you can, at this point, we have 9 months in, and this nigga has already got 2 goddamn investigations, the congressional investigation and fucking the special investigation. We had to call in a special prosecutor. What? In the past 20 years, what president have you known that has gotten a special prosecutor?
At this moment in time, I've just shut down.
It's ridiculous.
With him. I can't even look at his face. I can't hear him speak. Recap me later on what the fuck happened, but I'm not watching anything live. I'm not hearing anything come out his mouth. Go ahead, 50.
I hate to hear him talking. Whenever I hear Donald Trump or I see Donald Trump, the word that comes to my mind is decorum. And that's all I have to say.
Girl, We need to do better. You can't sit, and then there's people out there that are sitting there saying, well, we all need to come together. If there's issues, we need to stop talking about the problem and complain and complaining and talk about the solution.
You can't talk about a solution if you're not seeing what the problem is,
right.
bitch.
What the hell are you gonna fix if you don't know what the problem is? That's like saying, oh, okay, well, my TV's broken. Let's go ahead and fix it. Do you know why the TV's broken? Do you know why it's not working? Why the lights, or maybe the screen needs to be replaced. Maybe there needs to be a new bulb put in. Maybe you need to buy a brand new fuck ass TV. But you don't know what's going on until you actually investigate the problem and you acknowledge that there is a problem. And that's my issue, is that you will not acknowledge the problem. You're sitting there making excuses and trying to have this kumbaya moment when you're not even acknowledging our hurt and pain as a culture, as a black culture, as a people of color, as immigrants, as Latinx, and all the other spectrums of people of color, Native Americans. There's people that are constantly getting disrespected, and you're sitting here making it seem, oh, well, because I'm white, then, I'm automatically at fault. No, because you're white, if you know that there's a problem and you do nothing, then you are a part of the problem. Fix it if you know something's wrong and you see something's wrong. Don't play that bullshit with me. This is not about Hillary anymore. This is not about Trump. There's a systemic issue that has been going on for decades, and for you to sit there and not acknowledge it makes you a part of the problem, because you are benefiting from a system that has been placed to benefit you, and you're choosing to accept it. You're choosing to benefit it when you know that there's a problem. I'm done.
Applause.
Oh, child.
Insert
They just
applause
exhausted me, child.
I know.
They took everything
I'm already
out of my
tired.
spirit. I don't have nothing else to say.
Well,
Decorum.
it's been fun. It's been real. I want to thank Decorum. I want to thank you guys for listening. You Blazers are always supporting us. Shout out to After the Blaze. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope Giselle and
Thank
50,
you.
our brother and sister from another mister. Definitely, we want to do more of these joint episodes. This was really fun today. I actually enjoyed myself a lot. So
me too.
we're gonna try to do it once a month. Next week, After the Blaze will not be on because we had a joint episode. So definitely check them out the following week. But you guys can also go to entertheblaze.com to listen to all of our episodes, both After the Blaze podcast, also our Spotlight edition where we do our interviews one-on-one, and also Blaze Entertainment with Miss Free and myself. Also check out our mother network, Pyro Media Network, who is on the charts, child. We are definitely getting more shows that are joining the network. We're definitely becoming bigger and better, and we want to thank all you guys for your support and constantly loving us, sending your listener letters. Love us.
Yes.
Good night.
Give us our love.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
We love you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.